October is Financial Planning Month, which makes it the perfect time to evaluate your finances and determine where you want to be financially. Don't worry, I won't be pushy, but it's important to set clear financial goals and prioritize them so that you can achieve financial stability and security. The purpose of financial planning is to manage income and expenses intentionally. Depending on your financial goals, adulting comes with some pretty expensive price tags, which could be choosing the right career or business model, getting married, raising a family, funding your kids' education, whether that's childcare, private school, and/or college, getting a divorce. Hopefully, this isn't one of your planned goals, buying or selling a home, and retiring. If you don't plan ahead with caution, important events can easily become some of the most stressful moments of your life. However, proper planning will allow you to maintain a certain level of control. Of course, unexpected things can still happen, but you get the idea. With that being said, there are different approaches to understanding financial planning. This podcast episode is one way. You may also decide to read books on this topic, take online classes, attend workshops, or seek out a professional financial planner. If you have been following my podcast for some time now, you might have noticed that I always emphasize the importance of having a basic level of understanding of a topic before entrusting it to someone else. However, you can always do what you feel most comfortable with. Hey everyone, welcome to the Build Young, Real Wealthy podcast. My name is Walida Cherie, and today's podcast episode, we will determine where you are financially by calculating your net worth and analyzing your cash flow. Disclaimer: this information is for educational purposes only. This is not financial advice. Everyone's situation is unique. Therefore, you should contact a financial professional to consider all of your options before making any decisions. Without further ado, let's get into this. Let's begin calculating your net worth. First things first, let's define what net worth means. According to Ernst & Young, net worth is what's left after you subtract your liabilities from your assets. To give you an idea of what an asset is, it's anything that puts money into your pockets, and liabilities are anything that takes money away from you. There are different types of assets, but I won't be going into great detail today. The first asset class is cash equivalents. A few examples would be checking and savings accounts, money market accounts, certificate of deposits, and even U.S. Treasury bills. The second type of asset would be investments. And the most common examples of investments are real estate, stocks, bonds, and mutual funds. The next asset class are retirement funds. And a few examples would be pensions, IRAs and KIF accounts, and employee savings accounts such as 401k accounts. And then the last asset would be personal assets, which would include your primary or your secondary home, collectibles such as cars, furniture, etc., and also fine art and jewelry. So what you will want to do is write out all of your assets and then write down the current value of each. Next, let's discuss liabilities. Liabilities are any loans or debts that you have borrowed from, such as student loans, personal loans, etc. It also includes alimony, child support, judgments or lawsuits, and projected income tax liability. I want you to write down all of your debts, including your grandma that you borrowed money from, and then write down how much money you currently owe for each debt. Now that you know what your assets are and your liabilities, it's time to calculate your net worth. The way to do this is to add up all of your assets and all of your liabilities. Then, you're going to subtract your liabilities from your assets. If your assets exceed your liabilities, then you have a positive net worth. However, if your liabilities exceed your assets, then you have a negative net worth. If for some reason your liabilities and assets are equal, then now is a great time to plan which direction you would like to see your finances go. So, are you currently where you want to be financially? Now it's time to transition to analyzing your cash flow. Here, we want to determine how much money is coming into your accounts on a consistent basis. Things to consider are your salary, bonuses, self-employment income, Social Security, pension distributions, capital gains, dividends, interest, and net rents and royalties. Cash flow is two parts. One is how much money is coming in, the other is how much money is going out. In case you're wondering, this is a fancy way of saying budgeting. To learn more about budgeting, let's hear a word from our sponsor. Are you tired of living paycheck to paycheck? Do you want to learn how to manage your finances on any income? Then you need to check out my book, How to Budget on Any Income, by me, Walida Cherie. In this book, you'll discover practical tips and strategies for budgeting no matter how much money you make. Whether you're a college student, a busy professional, or an entrepreneur, this book has something for everyone. So, what are you waiting for? Head over to my description box and get your copy of How to Budget on Any Income today. Your wallet and your future self will thank you. That's all I have for today. Be sure to tune in next week where we will learn how to set financial goals. Don't forget to engage in our weekly poll if you're listening on Spotify so that we can keep the conversation going. If you haven't subscribed, be sure to do so and share this episode with a friend. Also, leave me a review so I know how I'm doing. Until next time, I will talk to you later.